Ian, do you want to come in here?
Sure.
Okay. Come here, little stinker.
Oh, me?
Yes, you too. Okay, there we go. And then if someone can just come grab this puppy in a minute. All right, we're ready, Joe. Thanks so much for joining us here on GoLocal Live. It is Friday, February 2nd. Happy Groundhog's Day. It's also Go Red for Women Day, thus the red. If you saw just a moment ago, we installed a puppy cam. That's right, because also on Super Bowl Sunday, there is Puppy Bowl. So we have a few puppies here from the East Greenwich Animal Protection League. That's right. So we're going to have a fun show today. So I'm going to hand this puppy off to Kate Nagel, who probably is going to take it home. I think Bear has a new friend. So we have a few puppies that are going to be joining us a little bit later on, including a Puppy Bowl star that's from Rhode Island. But we have another star joining us here. I'd like to say hello and welcome to comedian Ian Cunningham. Hello, Ian.
Hello. You nailed it with the star line.
Star, duh.
Yeah.
So if people don't recognize you, they may not. You are the icon, the hit, the parody Patriots King. You wrote the lyrics to Amendola. You may have seen it going around on YouTube. You've also written a couple other of these parodies that have been floating around the internet. So hello, welcome. You don't have that Rhode Island mentality because you drove here from Connecticut.
Yeah, I did. And so we left about 6 hours early to beat the traffic. Yeah. And
you made it.
Yeah.
You made it. So thanks for coming today. We're live in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. Appreciate you coming here today. Talk to me a little bit about Amendola. If you haven't seen it, you can go online right after we are done with GoLocal Live. But it's fantastic. It's hilarious. Talk to us a little bit about this.
Amendola. I went to the UFC event in Boston, the TD Garden, with my girlfriend Angelina, and we stayed the next day. On Sunday, we walked over to McGreevy's pub, and we watched the game against the Jaguars. And Amendola had this great fourth quarter, and on the way back, it just kind of like there is no like real reason. I don't go searching it, but it kind of was like an epiphany, and just said I was thinking I ought to do an Amendola song, and Hallelujah, Hallelujah just kind of popped into my brain. So when I got home, I wrote it Sunday. After the championship game against the Jags.
So it was that fast?
Yeah, well, I didn't have much time. I mean, we knew that, I'd just done a song called The Gronk Song, and it's a lot of work to put these together, from the writing to the recording to the video process, the video editing. That's the longest part. So I knew I just had to grind it out.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so the song Amendola, I like to say Amendola.
So do I.
It's to Leonard Cohen's hit Hallelujah. And you go on, you watch the video. The video editing is great. It's excellent. And that was kind of one of my questions is, one, how do you come up with these ideas? How do you come up with the lyrics? And then we'll get to the video editing part, because that's also kind of the best part of it.
Well, what I like to do with the lyrics is I like to tell a story. And depending, I like to imagine myself as a fan, or in like Mo Brady, Mo Gronk. I actually write as if I'm Tom Brady, and there's even actually the third verse in Amendola is written as if it is Amendola. If you notice, it's I used to be a Ram before I knew you, so I changed. I moved over a little bit, but I wanted to make sense to the fan. I used to be a diehard Jet fan. Now I'm just more of a casual Jet fan. As you can see, I know
you brought my penguin out here.
This is the Galapagos penguin, and us Jet fans, we've just joined them on the endangered species list. So, so all you people, please, sympathy. I welcome it.
As a Seahawks fan, I can understand. We had a tough go this year. I can't quite.
Oh, I threw a little shot at the Seahawks.
I know. I saw that. I appreciate it. But I have a good sense of humor, so I don't get offended.
Well, did you like the one in Brady Pull Me Closer? You don't stroke like the Jets do?
Yeah. I did. I actually loved it. So yeah, this was not your first parody video. You also had Brady Pull Me Closer to the tune of the Chainsmokers' Closer.
Right.
And then the Gronk song, which
You saw that?
to Cisco's The Thong Song.
Right.
Are the Patriots an easy target, or
well, they
like
do
just
this thing,
a
right?
fun spirit?
Well, so as a Jeff fan, I started Googling words in the dictionary, and I came up with a word called winning, cheering, Super Bowl rings. It was all foreign to me. So I did some research, and I found out that this team wins. And at the time, I was single, and when Gronkowski shared Mo Brady Mo Gronk on his Facebook page, I made out with a couple, 2-3 girls out in Boston, so it worked as a single guy as well.
So you saw that
basically
winning. Patriots are just winning all around.
It's like when you have to survive. I had to survive, and that's how I did it, by writing these songs about the Patriots. It works, and I've been embraced by Pats fans and Seahawk fans alike.
Oh, all right. See, there you go. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about this. How did you get the idea to start doing parodies in the first place?
I grew up listening to Weird Al Yankovic, and always loved his records. And I used to be obsessed with the Boomer and Carton Show, WFAN 660 out of New York. And the Boomer and Carton Show, they had a producer named Al Dukes. And Al Dukes wrote a couple of really big sport parodies about the Mets and the Jets. Usually the Mets and the Jets, the butt fumble of every joke. So he wrote a song called Lick My Hand, and a song called Beat Tom Brady, which was Tom, you know that song? She's a lady.
Yeah.
So he did Beat Tom Brady, and these are like epic songs in New York sports. So I was doing a fundraiser for the Children's Hospital New Haven, and I wanted to have Boomer Esiason sign my gear, and I actually started the Al Dukes fan club on Facebook. So Al invited me to the studio to get the autograph, and I wrote a song called Missing You, Jose Reyes, which I handed to him, and he kind of didn't even read it really, but he said, well, record it, we'll see what happens, and they played it on the radio the next day, and it blew up.
So talk to me a little bit about that, because I've seen you did a Facebook Live talking a little bit about how you've gotten a lot of support from fans, from friends, from different areas of the community, a lot of family, a lot of New England support. Talk to me a little bit about what it's been like to get support from people around the area.
Oh, well, I think it's fantastic. And I made a point about, like, Patriots.com shared it, and they have 7 million followers on their Facebook page. And that's great. I love that. Believe me. Like Barstool, David Portnoy, he called Mo Brady Mo Gronk's song in 2016. He praised Brady Pull Me Closer, and he hated the Chainsmokers song too. And he called this Amendola song in 2018.
That's awesome.
That made my life. Dave Portnoy. That's where I'm trying to go. Barstool, by the way. Note that. So obviously I love getting that. But there's nothing that's more amazing and humbling than just your own family getting excited about your stuff, your friends, and seeing them share your stuff. It's just, they're the ones who are going to be there in the dark times. You know what I mean? David Portnoy's not going to pick me up if I'm stranded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Patriots.com's not going to be like, all right, we need to get this Jet fan's cold and he's hungry. We got to get him a cab. You know what I mean? So.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Although it probably feels pretty good when you see Patriots.com sharing your stuff.
Exactly.
It feels pretty good.
It was the biggest accomplishment of my young career.
I think there's probably more coming. Talk to me a little bit about where these videos have gotten you. What are we looking at with views? Because you can see on YouTube how many, but that's just that's just a small sample. You and I were talking a minute ago. You're kind of a stats guy.
I'm a stats guy. Patriots Eye Candy Land on Facebook is up to about 1.8 million for Amendola alone. And that respectfully has about 200,000 for the Gronk song. Pats Nation is around 700,000-800,000. YouTube, it's around 100,000. So it's over 2 million for this song alone. Oh wait, it's more than that, because anyway, Amendola has around 3 million views right now as we speak.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. And Brady Pull Me Closer is about 6.5 million views altogether. And there's actually formats where it was taken down at about 800,000. So it's been reposted so many times, it's hard for me to keep track of all the stats, but I try my best.
But you're kind of a stats guy, so you're doing your best.
I'm a numbers guy. That's why I couldn't get the numbers from the ladies, so I just looked up how many hits I get on the YouTubes.
Talk to me about your relationship with the musician, because Ian Biggs is around the corner and Sarah Gonzalez is also around the corner, and they're going to be doing a live performance of Amendola in just a minute, and so we're looking forward to that. You, in the beginning of doing these parody videos in 2010, did a little bit of rapping yourself, and then you kind of transitioned to just writing the music.
Right, for other people.
For other people.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what the relationship has been like with you and the music.
First and foremost, Ian Biggs, all right? His first name alone says everything I need to know about him.
Ian's,
right?
They're great guys.
I've known Ian Biggs since day one. I was booking bands at a bar, and known Ian forever. He's friends with my brother, and he's just the nicest guy around. He's got the most talent in the whole damn town, and he wrote a song about not giving up the dream of being a musician and all that, and I really connected with that song. And it's called "Refuse to Die," by the way. Go look that up, by Ian Biggs, "Refuse to Die." And I said, I want to get this guy involved in this song because I refuse to die. The Jets, they're like I said, they're extinct, but I refuse to die, and that's basically where I got the inspiration, got him involved, and it's just been a perfect team. He works so hard. He matches my level of intensity on how hard I want it, how perfect I want it. He wants it perfect. You know what I mean? So we're both like that. There's a four-letter word I don't feel comfortable saying. So anal. He's anal about it. You know what I mean? I don't know why I don't feel comfortable saying that word.
Well, if you use it in the right context, it's okay.
Right, but for me, right now, it feels kind of awkward.
Okay. All right. What comes next for you? If the Pats win, are we going to do another one?
Yeah, we have an idea for another song. It might not necessarily be about the Pats, but the Pats will be referenced, of course. It's about the league, basically. I like doing the football stuff.
Yeah.
It's the most fun. And I want to continue gigging, doing some comedy shows. Maybe some of you Boston clubs, Providence clubs can hire me to maybe do a couple 2 or 3 jokes at your club. That'd be fun.
2 or 3. I like that. Comedy Connection is great here, so maybe you can look them up on the way out of town.
Okay.
They're fun. East Providence.
East Side?
There you go. Why not? We would love to have you back anytime, so feel free to make the trip. Rhode Islanders.
I brought a sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's what we say. You gotta pack a lunch. If you go over a bridge, you gotta pack a lunch. So I don't know how many bridges you went over, but probably a few. At least a few.
The ones that aren't on fire.
The ones that aren't on fire. Okay, everyone, please hang tight. We are going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to introduce another Ian, and Sarah Gonzalez are going to sing the parody hit to Amendola.
You didn't ask me how I met Sarah.
Oh, how'd you meet Sarah?
I met Sarah at Hooters.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. She was the most talented girl in there. She worked 3 days, now she's a big star.
Now she's a big star. And she told me that the first time she ever recorded anything was doing one of these parody songs.
Yeah.
Which, that's incredible.
Right.
And she's
talent, the cream rises to the top, people.
All right, so thank you, Ian. We're going to swap things out, bring them out here so you can hear it live for yourself. Thanks so much, Ian. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Means a lot.
Leave my penguin. We're going to keep them preserved. And penguins are coming back on the show here in a couple weeks.
Oh,
so thanks so much. We're going to move these chairs and hear a live version. Stay with us. the live performance of their smash parody hit to Amendola, Ian Biggs, and Sarah Gonzalez.
Well, I heard that Brady went to court and David Portnoy showed his support, but you don't really care for Boston, do ya? We're on to 6 in the 4th, the 5th, behind we fell, you gave a major lift, the passing king he throws to Amendola. Amendola, 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 Amendola.
Well, Gronk is strong, but we needed you. We saw you staying on your roots. The QB, Brady almost overthrew ya. The pride in the New England air. 2 touchdowns, your perfect hair. From the hips he threw to Amendola. Amendola, 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 Amendola.
Oh, Brady, we have been here before. The face of doom, and we need to score. And I used to be around before I knew ya. We've seen the flag on the Jaguars, the 4th quarter victory march, the mold in the soft-spoken Amendola. Amendola, 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 Amendola.
Tom Brady, you are the GOAT to us, but Danny's got a nicer butt. Is it your turn to shoot the old body issues? And we can't wait till next Sunday night. Tom Brady put the ball in flight towards the bold and love, soft-spoken Amendola. Amendola, 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 Amendola,
Amendola, Amendola, Amendola, Amendola, Amendola, Amendola, Amendola, Amendola.
So good! What's it been like for you guys to be involved in this song? What's the attention been like and the feedback been like?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. Ian Cunningham had the idea, and we had a little bit of success last year with the other one, so of course I said yes, and we expected we might get some kind of a push, you know, from the fans out there just because of the previous one, but you know, he had the idea like 2 weeks ago, so from creation to getting the track together and getting a video together and getting it out there, I didn't think it was actually going to come together in time, so I'm very impressed with everybody else's hard work, and it's been a lot of fun.
Sarah, for you, you were mentioning this is just recently your first time recording was the Brady Pull Me Closer. I mean, you would never know that listening to you sing. What's it been like for you?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so a year ago when we did Brady Pull Me Closer, that was my first ever time, you know, recording pretty much doing anything like that. So this whole year definitely has been kind of, I guess you could say, like a wild ride. I know it sounds like kind of corny, but it's true. Just kind of learning everything. I have a great mentor, Ian Biggs, and Ian Cunningham has really helped us out too. So it's been really exciting. It's been really unreal, you know, just trying to comprehend all that's going on and all the buzz that's coming off of these songs.
What's it like dealing with Patriots fans and Patriots fan attention?
I'm a diehard Patriots fan, so for me it's great. I feel like I'm you know, amongst my own people. I don't. Were you a Patriots fan beforehand, or did you become one through the process?
I kind of became one. You know, I never felt strongly anywhere, but definitely after the song, it
Sarah was a
moved
free
me.
agent, and we acquired her.
Took me to the dark side.
Yeah, joined the evil empire. Ian Cunningham's a Jets fan, so it's very, very funny, sort of ironic that but you know, he's sort of become this quasi Patriots fan because he at least wants them to win, right, so that the songs pick up steam. And he says, you know, I've got a ton of Jets songs, I'm just waiting for them to be good. And so maybe if he, you know, if they're good one day, I'll be a traitor and do a Jets song. I don't know, that'd be tough. That'd be a tough sell for me, but you know, it's a lot of fun for both of us. We're very excited for the game Sunday. And
get some more. Do you guys want to do one more?
Sure, we'll do Brady Pull Me Closer from last year.
Awesome.
We'll see if we remember it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Do whatever you remember.
Time to intercept you. The gong is out and that's an issue. Okay. Hey, be your fans, it was nice this weekend, and I know we can win it all again. I know you missed 4 starts, you pulled at your gritty, now I broke down starring. 5 rings, 1 more, still looking pretty, model Giselle's bra, and in Shantytown, you know Shantytown. So Brady, pull me closer to more Super Bowl exposure, raise that MVP award while you're hoisted on our shoulders, throw the pass that beats the corner of the bumpy that you sold to your teammate, and you know the TD Edelman, it's over, yeah. TD Edelman, it's over.
You throw as good as the day we met you. You don't screw up like the Jets do. You make the play. Hey, let's all sing Tom Brady's new song while we celebrate in Houston. Okay. You know the stakes are large. Move the ball quickly, get those first down yards in. 5 rings, 1 more. Now you're sitting pretty on your way to the home.
So Brady, pull me closer to more Super Bowl exposure, raise that MVP award while you're hoisted on our shoulders, throw that pass that beats the corner off the bumpy that you sold to your teammate Amendola. TD Edelman, it's over. TD Edelman, it's over. TD Edelman, it's over. Champagne's better when it's colder.
Champagne's better when it's colder.
It's more fun when he's not sober. It's more fun when he's not sober. Champagne's better when it's colder. Champagne's better when it's colder.
Oh,
was the mastermind behind the music, well, the lyrics. These two super talented. You can find them. You're on SoundCloud. How can people hear more from you?
Mostly my Instagram. It's Sarah with an extra H, Gonzo, Gonzo.
Okay, we're gonna follow you. My favorite line I have to say is "Grunk's more fun when he's not sober."
It's true.
And I keep texting that to Kate all the time. Thank you both so much. I really appreciate it. You're super talented. Enjoy it. I'm gonna kick them out of here, and we're gonna keep continuing with the show. Thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us. Go Pats.
Seriously. All right, everyone. We're going to bring in some puppies now. So I'd like to say thank you again, and drive back safely to Connecticut. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, we are going to continue here with Go Local Live in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'd like to say hello and welcome to Tammy Flanagan. She's around the corner with the East Greenwich Animal Protection League. We have a very special guest today. Paddington is with us as well, and we have a couple four-legged friends also. Tammy, how are you?
I'm good, Molly. How are you?
I'm so good, too. Oh, I'm going to see if someone also can pass this around the corner. One moment, please. What do you need? What do you need? This is their iPad. All right. So we have another four-legged friend with us, Paddington, who is here, who will be featured in the Puppy Bowl, which I'm so excited to talk about with you. Tammy, we've had you here before, so welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see you once again. And we installed a special puppy cam today. I don't have my computer with me, so I don't know when we're pulling up the puppy cam, but we'll figure it out. Talk to me a little bit about Tammy, if you can scoot over a little bit. Talk to me a little bit about how Animal Planet and East Greenwich Animal Protection League got involved.
They sent us an email and asked us if we would be interested in submitting any pictures for the Puppy Bowl this year, which we were very excited to even get asked. And they had to be within a certain age criteria in order to meet the requirements for the filming. And all of our in-house puppies, none of them met that age requirement. So we did have this litter of puppies that were in the south going through their quarantine period waiting to come. So we sent them a little group picture of them laying in a puppy pile. And out of that group picture they picked Paddington, and which she didn't have a name at the time, so we had to name her. And then once she got here, we made sure she stayed well and safe, and so she could attend the filming. So we went there in October and filmed the Puppy Bowl. So she was much smaller then.
Oh, she was much smaller then. And so you all got to be a part of it and watch as well?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. We went up the day before and stayed overnight in a hotel. You can lay down.
Good girl.
And she was awesome, traveling companion. And then we filmed the Puppy Bowl that day, and they do quite an event there. It's very well run and organized, and they get vet exams upon arrival. They did DNA testing on every puppy, and we got her DNA testing results back. And they did all kinds of interviews, and they all took their turn on the Puppy Bowl floor, pre-lineup, puppy lineup. It's just an amazing event. They do quite the job there. We're looking forward to going back next year.
Oh my goodness, well that's what I was going to say is, now that you had that relationship established, will you stay in contact with Animal Planet and the Puppy Bowl, and do you think that relationship can continue years down the line?
I think so. I think they were very happy to have us. Paddington, when we walked through the door, every producer that walked by said, Paddington, Paddington, Paddington. So everybody already knew who she was. She was quite popular, I must say, there that day. And I'm pretty sure that they are going to invite us back next year, hopefully. And I'm looking forward to it.
Well, the good news is not only is she going to be a Puppy Bowl star, but she also has a home.
Yes.
So that's good news.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about, can we bring the other puppies out with her too?
Sure.
Do they get along?
Yeah.
Can we have some assistants out here with the other puppies? Yeah. More puppies. More puppies, please. So Paddington has a home. We have a couple other puppies
that do not have homes.
That do not have so maybe I can hold one of these. And maybe the other one
Absolutely.
can go on the floor for our puppy cam.
Yeah, puppy cam.
Oh my gosh.
Puppy cam, here we go.
Who's that?
Who's that? So it's oh my gosh. Maybe we can just hold them all. Paddington didn't like that. Okay.
Come here, you're fine.
Okay. Oh, it's
you're
a little
okay,
scary.
Paddington.
So tell us about these two pups, which are stinking adorable.
I know. So there are 8 of these. They
Okay.
just came in this past Saturday. Their mom is probably a boxer mix. She's red with a black muzzle. She's gorgeous. They're going to be a lot bigger than Mom, I think. But and they're.
Paddington's like, no.
She says, I don't think so.
I'm tired from my puppy bowl appearances.
I'm not sharing the spotlight over here, she said. But yes, yeah, so I don't know what they are. Maybe little mastiff. I don't know, but they are pretty cute.
Okay, so one was what, Lola? Well, I forget their names already.
I
Sorry.
forgot their names already too.
What?
Foster mom, what's their names?
They have names and they're adorable.
Norma and Natalie.
Norma and
Natalie.
Natalie. Okay.
So we named them all after N's because their mom's name is Natasha.
Okay.
So we named them N names. I was tired, so I was just like, pick out some N names and we'll just, right?
That's right. That's right. So what's really fun is, in honor of the Puppy Bowl and Paddington being a big star, is East Greenwich Animal Protection League is hosting a really fun event on Sunday, and everyone can come participate, not only watch the Puppy Bowl, but you're hosting your own mini Puppy Bowl as
We
well,
are.
which I think is super fun, a way to help get these animals adopted, and then to kind of celebrate Paddington's superstar appearance as well.
Yes.
Talk to me about the event.
So Paddington will be there in the beginning. She won't be able to stay all day.
I mean, stars can't be
No,
every
they
place
just
at
you know
once,
they
right?
make their appearance and then
Yeah.
and then go. But we will have about 15 or so puppies playing on the Puppy Bowl floor that we built. It's got painted lines. It's really pretty cute.
It's actually, it's on their Facebook page if
Yeah.
you want to take a look. It's a full field. It's
Yep.
really nice.
And we have a big screen TV company bringing, and we're going to watch the Puppy Bowl on it and have popcorn and snacks and just a fun event for the family. It's $5 a person to get in or $10 for a family. It's really just to cover our costs. It's not a fundraiser, as Karen says. It's a fundraiser.
Oh, that's awesome.
And just to showcase the puppies, we will take applications on puppies that day. We are going to show them tomorrow also during our normal adoption hours. So, yeah, they got a little bit of a cough.
You got some croup.
Unfortunately, these puppies won't be at adoption hours.
Okay.
But we have 2 other litters that will be there.
And the 2 other litter, are they the Olympic hopefuls and the Pats
Super
ones?
Bowl, Super Bowl bound puppies and the Olympic hopefuls. Yes.
You guys always have the best names. Like, you had the ice cream ones.
Yeah.
And you always come up with the best
I
names.
know when I name them, I want to know that 10 years from now, when somebody says I adopted Hamburger, I know exactly who Hamburger is. And I did have a puppy named Hamburger.
You do. You do have really good names, and a lot of them keep the names too.
Yeah.
What I think is so great about this event, so it's $5 to get in, which is great. Like you said, a fun raiser. But I mean, it's like a full event. So
It is.
you have
It's
you
been
have.
taking us weeks to get it ready, and it's been an ongoing, getting the football field ready and just our shelter in general ready. She says, no, not having it.
No, she's like, wait, you're not paying attention to me. What I think is so neat about this is, and forgive me, I have her name in my notes, but you have someone sing, a woman sing, Christina, I think her name is,
Yep.
singing the national anthem. So this is a full event.
Yep, Christina Rhodey.
Christiana.
Christiana
I'm
Rhodey. I
sorry.
am so sorry. Christiana Rhodey is singing the national anthem.
That's fantastic.
And we're going full out.
This is so great. So if people are interested in coming down, it's at your new building. So you're located in Cranston. Last time we were here, you guys were kind of putting on the finishing touches. Talk to us a little bit about the new building and what it's been like getting everything up and running, and now that you're all moved in.
It's a daunting experience. We're still not done. We do have a good portion of the building is complete. Our kennels, which is my pride and joy, are complete. Our reception area, waiting room, and we are doing the finishing touches on our surgical dental exam suite. Next will be our cat room. We'll be doing our cat room. Of course, it's all based on money, and money goes so fast. But I think it's come out fantastic. We've got Bob Radigan, who's a local artist that's painted a good portion of our whimsical. Somebody's got gas.
Someone has a little
Somebody's got a
tummy
little
ache
gas.
over here.
Some whimsical paintings in our building and stuff. So I'm really proud of it, and hopefully people will just come out to see that too in general. The doors open at 1 from 1 to 4. You don't have to come and stay the 4 hours. It's an in and out event. Stay as long as you want. We will sell tickets at the door. Again, minimal entrance fee. And we will take applications on the, yeah. You want an application?
Jesus, take me home. When will these puppies be? They won't be at the event, but when will these puppies be ready for adoption?
They'll be shown next Saturday.
Okay.
As long as everybody, they're on antibiotics right now. It's typical when they come off the transport to have
Do
a
you have
little upper
worms? You got a
respiratory.
fat belly.
Yeah, a little upper respiratory, but they're very, as you can see, very healthy, chunky monkeys. So
Yeah.
yeah, we will show them starting next Saturday.
That's great. And Paddington's
Paddington.
worn out from all of her events. How did you decide on Paddington's name? I know we have a fan who's in the back who wanted to come meet her.
Yes, we do. I think Karen, my assistant,
Came up
Karen,
with a
I think
name?
she came up with a name, and
Good girl, Paddington.
we didn't know actually if she was a boy or a girl, so we just it was a good
It worked.
either or name, and so they all became, the whole litter became bears instead of just Paddington. They all became bears. So we had Yogi and oh my God, I can't even remember now. It's just too many of them. But there were 7 of them all together, and they were all gorgeous.
Oh, that's great. Well, Paddington, I'm glad you have a good home, and I hope you do us proud, do Rhode Island proud, in the Puppy Bowl on Sunday. So if you're interested, you can head over to, what's the location of your new building? It's on my phone.
It's 44 Worthington Road in Cranston. in
Over
the
like by
industrial park.
Brood
Behind
Awakening,
Brood
right?
Awakenings, yep, in that back area.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Very easy to find.
Super easy to find. We'll have a link on our website for more information. Tickets are only $5 and $10 if you're a family of 4. So you can head over, get them online beforehand, or get them at the door. And get your puppy fill, because they're going to have lots of it, and you can watch the Puppy Bowl there if you want. But you don't have to stay the whole time if you want to get home for the real game. For not the real game, the football game, I should say. The real game is the Puppy Bowl.
Yes.
Tammy, thanks so much. Everyone, please hang tight. We're going to get set up for our next guest here on Go Local Live. We're switching things over to talk about nutrition during the Super Bowl, so maybe you don't have to feel so bogged down on Monday if you eat too much gross food. Not gross food, delicious food, but we're going to get you some healthy snacks for the Super Bowl. So please hang tight as we get set up here for our next guest on Go Local Live. All right. Come on, everybody.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. You do
everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here on Go Local Live in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. It's been a busy day, and we're keeping with the theme of a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is on Sunday, and of course, we're going to eat a lot of snacks, a lot of good food. So registered dietitian nutritionist Katie Mulligan is joining us here today. She's the owner of Well Family Nutrition Coaching. Katie, so great to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming back. So we are all excited for the big game. We're all excited to go to Super Bowl parties, do whatever, but a lot of times we eat a lot. We're eating all day. Sometimes you're drinking a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me a little bit about what happens on Super Bowl Sunday. Can we overeat? What are some things we should watch out for?
Yeah, well, Super Bowl Sunday is the second biggest eating holiday of the year
Wow.
behind Thanksgiving. I know, it's official holiday
Wow.
now. I know, it's hard to believe. So a little bit of research was done on this, and they think that Americans eat an average of 2,400 calories just during the Super Bowl party.
Whoa.
I know, 121 grams of fat, and I actually brought a little visual for everybody to see what that looks like.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, so this is actually Crisco. So it's fat. This is what 121 grams of fat looks like. It's 24 teaspoons. So
So that's what you could be eating on Super Bowl
that's
Sunday.
what you could be eating a Super Bowl Sunday, but luckily we have some other options for you and a lot of good ideas.
We have options. We have options, so hopefully that's not. And that's what I was saying, like, so you don't feel so gross on Monday morning.
Exactly.
But like, so you and I kind of came up with this idea last week when you were here. Not everybody has the option to just eat whatever you want. And so that's what kind of you and I have talked about this. Not everybody has the option to just go to town during Super Bowl Sunday or holidays or meals. Like you and I kind of joke about, well, we just bring a salad wherever we go. Talk to me a little bit about that and why it's always nice, whether you're hosting an event, to have different options, maybe either healthier options or options for people with sensitivities and that kind of thing.
Right, exactly. So yeah, there's a lot of people with chronic health conditions, whether it's heart disease or high cholesterol, diabetes. So those folks, they don't have the luxury of taking a break from their chronic disease. So they need to eat healthy and watch what they're eating all the time. So if those people are coming to your house for Super Bowl Sunday, then you want to make sure that you're being mindful of that and that you have some choices so that if they do want to eat healthy, they can. You know, you hate showing up to a party and seeing nothing but foods that you can't eat. And then speaking of foods you can't eat, people with food sensitivities and food allergies.
Exactly.
You want to think about their needs also. So it's nice to have some things like the vegetables, or if somebody is gluten intolerant, you can have some rice-based or potato-based foods instead of always just tortilla chips and things like that, pizza.
Oh, yeah, pizza. While it's delicious, it's not always for everyone.
Exactly.
So just kind of keeping in mind that, you know, it's not healthy options just because, you don't feel like you want to be healthy. It's sometimes not everybody has the choice.
Exactly.
So I think that's definitely important to talk about.
Yeah.
This all smells very good, by the
Oh,
way.
good.
So it smells very good and delicious. So let's talk a little bit about either whether you're going to a Super Bowl party, maybe some options you can bring, or if you're hosting a Super Bowl party, maybe some options or substitutes that you can bring too. What are some things that people either do and maybe some substitutes that you can kind of spruce up to make it healthier?
Okay, yep. So instead of a really rich, creamy dip made with maybe a mayonnaise or sour cream, you could do a hummus. That's a lot lighter, or something with a low-fat Greek yogurt would be a little lighter, and it'll give you some extra calcium and some vitamin D in there too, and some good protein. Also, instead of doing something like cheese and crackers with a lot of meats like sausages and pepperonis, I always like to put some dried fruit, like some apricots here, some almonds, and some fresh fruit too on my cheese and cracker platter, just to kind of mix it up a bit. Plus it adds a lot of nice color, some texture variety, which is nice. There's other things like when I serve guacamole at my house, I will serve it with some corn chips like Tostitos, but I'll also serve it with plenty of vegetables as dippers also. You can do roasted cauliflower like the buffalo bites, or just roasted cauliflower with a dipping sauce. It can be a new and interesting and healthy way to serve vegetables without being boring.
Without just being ranch.
Right.
And
Exactly.
the classic ranch dip.
Yeah. Yeah. Some other things that I saw online while I was doing a little bit of research of this was a baked potato bar. So you think of baked potatoes loaded with sour cream and cheese and not very healthy. But if you skip that stuff and use a plain Greek yogurt, if you use some seasoned beans with garlic and cumin, just some regular black beans, some corn, broccoli, a little bit of cheese, then some salsa, you can have a baked potato bar that's a lot more healthy than kind of this loaded baked potato with thousands of calories.
Well, I think that's fun too, to be able to have a bar sitting out, because then people can pick and choose what they want, rather than if you just have everything done for you. So people, one, you get to pick what you want on it, and two, not everybody wants the same thing. Or if you have people who have food sensitivities, then they can pick and choose what they want to.
Right.
So you're not forced to have the same thing.
Right. You can also go heavy on the vegetables by having salads, like a zoodle salad, like if you spiralize your zoodles, that's always a fun thing to do. And then a quinoa salad with southwestern spices like cumin and chili powder, some black beans, and some corn is a nice mix together.
I might make that now. That sounds pretty good.
You can also have those healthier sides with a more rich maybe a main course. So say your family loves your lasagna, your meat lasagna, or your meat chili, and they expect it every year. Well, go ahead and serve that dish, but plan your sides and maybe your appetizers to be a little on the lighter side.
I like that idea. Or, you know what? Why not have the chili be like a dip, so you have stuff to dip with it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a thought that came to mind.
It's a good one.
Something that I really like is, so I like all those ideas, and then you also talked about having tacos, which I really like tacos. Can we make tacos healthier?
Yeah, well, you can, certainly. So if you're going to use ground ground meat, you can always do ground turkey. If you have to buy beef, you always want to buy the 93% lean. But something that I do is I'll mix my meat with the black beans.
Oh, that's good.
So just kind of a half and half. So you're adding some lean protein, some fiber, some of the nutrients from the beans, and you're kind of stretching out that meat a little bit. You can also put out a green salad and allow people to choose a taco salad instead. I mean, you can certainly use the vegetarian sources of meat, like that ground soy meat that you can put it in the tacos. And then you can load up your tacos with tons of vegetables and cilantro and lime juice and tomatoes.
So good, so good. Or even go for a fajita type thing.
Yeah,
that also is
absolutely. Yeah, fajitas with lots and lots of veggies, lots of peppers and onions. And I made this one here too. So this is, you asked about the 7-layer dip. You mentioned a couple of times.
Yes.
So this is
because it's my favorite and I can't eat it anymore. And it's so sad to me because my aunt always made the best 7-layer dip, and then I can't eat it anymore.
I know, it's hard. It is hard. So this is a Greek 7-layer dip. So we started with the hummus on the bottom, then we have the tzatziki, some veggies, some Kalamata olives, feta cheese, whole wheat pita bread for dipping, and then of course your veggies for dipping.
And it looks beautiful too. I don't know.
Colorful.
I mean, visually it's beautiful. It smells delicious. Yeah. So what a nice take on a 7-layer dip, right? And just something a little bit different, so people might go, oh, this looks nice.
Yeah.
I was going to make us hummus, and then I couldn't get to it
okay.
today. But always kind of nice to try. It's kind of fun. You're getting together with friends, so maybe try and make something different. Try one of these different recipes. And you provided a lot of them. Let's pop over to drinks, because when you're going to a party, there can be, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic, there can be a lot of different beverage options, which means unhealthy options a lot of times, usually. Whether it's sugar or alcohol, whatever it is. Talk to us about how we can make better choices when it comes to drinks.
Okay, yeah, you do really want to pay attention to your drinks, because the calories from drinks can really add up, and drinks don't fill you up the way food does, so you just keep eating and drinking and drinking and drinking your calories. So in my house, we have a lot of those flavored seltzers. So we stock up on flavored seltzers, and I tend to start my day with a flavored seltzer, like the party. Then I might have 1 or 2 alcoholic drinks in between, and then end with some more of the flavored seltzers. Also, mixing the juices with the seltzers can be fun. So people get 100% fruit juice mixed with a little bit of seltzer. And then always just plan on drinking more water than alcohol. More water than alcohol. We want to be safe too.
Just be that annoying person that's like, oh, can I fill up your water glass?
Yeah.
That's what I am.
Have some beautifully, those infused waters can be really attractive too. Some people have those beautiful table things with the spigot, and you put cucumber and mint and strawberries in there, and now it's like a conversation piece, and people go back to it just because it's interesting.
Well, that's a great idea too, because it looks nice, it looks pretty, and then you're inviting people to go over to the water dish.
Yeah.
Which brings up another point, is you said to the way that you place your food items, your drink items, where you place it can make a big difference in how much people are eating it, right?
Right, exactly. So I said, put your more decadent, heavy dishes in the kitchen, away from the television, and put all the healthy dishes on your coffee table.
Smart.
So when you're sitting there mindlessly eating, at least you're mindlessly eating on carrot sticks instead of nachos, and then put all the richer foods further away.
Plus, then, if you get up, at least you have to get up and take a few steps. So you get like 10 steps. Depends on how big your house is.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to take 5 steps to get to the junk food or whatever it is. I think that's great. So we covered the food, we covered the drinks, but you have some more advice on ways we can be a little bit more active on Super Bowl Sunday and just kind of spice it up a little bit. What are some other ways that we can just be more mindful so we're not just sitting around being bums all day?
Yeah, so definitely physical activity. You want to stay active throughout the whole weekend. Get those workouts in for sure. It's not something you ever want to skip, but especially when you know you have a big event like Super Bowl coming up. Also, you want to be still continuing to eat your normal meals during the day. Some people will not eat anything all day long, knowing that they're going to have this rich food at night. Yeah, it's like they're saving their calories. That almost always backfires on you. You end up eating far more calories than you would have. So eat a normal breakfast, eat a normal lunch. Don't go into your Super Bowl party starving. Be mindful of your hunger and fullness. And then this is my husband's idea, was to plan an activity for halftime. So, at halftime, everybody gets up and then they converge on the table, right? So he said, plan an activity like Patriots trivia, so that people they're not eating during halftime, but they're playing a game or something like that.
We're big fans of trivia in the
Oh,
house.
good.
Yeah, we love trivia. We play trivia in the car. We play all kinds. So Patriots trivia, that's a great idea. Or Super Bowl trivia.
Sure, yeah.
Or I think that's an excellent idea. Or maybe halftime trivia. So who performed the Super Bowl halftime in this year or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's a fun idea. So just that way people aren't, oh, it's halftime, let me make more popcorn or whatever it is. That's super fun. And then you said, just getting up, maybe play your own game of football during the day or something like that, right? Just being more active.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's all super fun. And you also said changing environments can make a big difference too, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there was actually some research done out of the Food and Psychology Lab from Cornell University. They put out some really interesting work. So they hosted a Super Bowl party for students, and they gave half the students large bowls and half the students medium bowls. And when the students ate out of the large bowls, they ate 56% more calories than when they chose smaller bowls. So changing your environment by just changing the size of the dishes that you have available. And then, like I said before, putting the richer foods farther away, because the foods that are right in front of you are the foods that you tend to eat more of. So put those tempting foods farther away and put the healthier foods in front of you. That's changing your environment to be a healthier environment.
Wow. So it's kind of like one of those things, make a very small bowl of ice cream. Don't take the whole carton.
Never eat out of the carton.
Don't take the whole carton out with you. Okay.
Don't stick your hand in the chip bag either.
Oh, yeah, okay. So even if you don't want to do the dishes, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it to do the extra dish. Katie, these are awesome pieces of advice. I really appreciate it. Thank you for going through the trouble of making the dip. I'm going to eat a cucumber when we get off the air. I did mention at the beginning of the show that it is Go Red for Women Day today, so wearing red. You have a great outfit on.
I didn't know how prepared I was.
You blinged up your New England Patriots shirt. You do a little bit of work with the Heart Association. Talk to me a little bit about your involvement and if people want to get more information.
Sure, thanks. So the Rhode Island Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is the second year in a row that we're partnering with the American Heart Association and Go Red for Women to host our annual 5K. Awesome. So it's our 15th annual 5K. The second year we're working with the American Heart Association. We're thrilled to be working with them again, so we would love everybody to check out our 5K, 10K, and a 1 mile fun run for kids. And they can do that by going to eatrightri.org and clicking on Road Races.
I think that's awesome. Definitely, we need to talk more about heart disease, the risk of stroke for women. It is definitely something that we all need to be more aware of. And so whether it's wearing red, whether it's participating in a 5K, a fun run for kids, just talking about it, doing segments like this, talking about better nutrition, and we can all become more aware, more involved. So thank you so much. Appreciate that. And we can put a link on our website as well.
Thanks.
So thanks for taking the time today. That wasn't as bad as we thought. No food. Wasn't food
It wasn't
police,
hopefully
was
not too food policing.
it wasn't too food policey, right? So thanks everyone so much. Hopefully you had as much fun as I did with this Super Bowl and Puppy Bowl themed edition of Go Local Live. Kate Nagel kicks things off here in just a few moments. We're going to kind of continue the theme for a little bit. So thank you again. Have safe on this ground. Have a safe and fun Super Bowl weekend. And it was Groundhog's Day too today. So happy Groundhog's Day. Busy weekend. Have fun, be safe. Thanks again for watching. I'm Molly O'Brien.